Hello, my friends. Welcome to another special edition of Heart and Hustle. We are talking about the Global Caravan event that's coming up called The Gathering. And I get to bring you these beautiful women, teachers, dancers, performers, coaches, healers, who are all part of my beautiful Global Caravan tribe, who are also bringing their specialties to this event. The event is very exciting. It's called The Gathering, and it's in a month from now, right? It's the beginning of November. But also their stories are so beautiful and their passions are so beautiful. So it goes beyond the fact of this event. It goes beyond the fact of what they're offering to teach at this event and just how they got to where they are today and what they bring to the world, which, as you know, is my beautiful specialty, and my passion is to introduce you to these amazing women, amazing creators, amazing healers. And today I get to bring you Cinzia DiCioccio from Italy. Hi, Cinzia.
Hi, Paulette.
Now, some of you have known her. She has been on my show before. Some of you have studied with her. Some of you have seen her perform. Some of you have seen her perform with me, because we go back a few years.
Yeah.
Like how many years, Cinzia?
Well, the last time that we performed on stage together, I think was at Tribal Fest 2015. So it's a long time.
It is a long time. Wow, that is a long time. It seems like yesterday in so many ways. And so anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome to bringing your beautiful vision, your beautiful dance, your practice. And so can you tell us more about what you're doing?
Yeah. So especially for this gathering, I'm very happy. So first of all, I'm going to work in a couple with my husband. My husband is a drummer. His name is Asif. So we are working together. I'm offering a workshop about global caravan moves, of course, but I decided to add a theme to this, and my theme are the 4 feminine archetypes. So in this last year, I've been studying, reading a lot about the connection of women with the moon cycles, and how much these different cycles represent a phase in women's life, but also it's something that we meet every month. So we have really these 4 archetypes that are really interesting, because we have the maiden, we have the mother, we have the wild woman, and we have the crone. So I wanted to use the global caravan moves to represent these 4 stages in women's life. So this is what
love it.
And I'm gonna, of course, work with rhythms, because I have the chance to work with a drummer. So we have picked up some rhythms that in our vision for this specific workshop are going to represent these 4 stages of women's life, these 4 archetypes. And so I'm gonna work with this rhythm. I don't wanna spoiler too much. We have very fast 2/4 rhythm. I'm gonna have a mouthful for the first part. I'm gonna have more of a Kaliji for the second archetype, and I'm gonna work with a Wahta Kabira, so a Shiftatali for the third archetype. And for the very last one, which is the crone, we have chosen to use a 10-8.
Wow.
So I'm gonna use a Samai rhythm, which is a pretty unusual rhythm, and this allows to do very slow moves, and also there's going to be a little bit of flow work too. So I'm really happy of the concept of what we did. I don't want to say much more, but I think that people are going to appreciate the work, and it's also a way to use and incorporate the global caravan moves also as a solo dancer, because we come out from 2 years where it was really difficult to dance together.
Yeah.
So it's also something that maybe a dancer can use to incorporate, or even, for example, in a performance with many dancers, that can be like little moments where there is a chorus and the dancer can come out and do something. So the inspiration is that too. So this was what we were working on. So, and I recently we were in an event in England, and I performed this. I wanted to see if the message was getting to the audience, and people liked it. So I feel confident.
Good, beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what, along your many years of teaching and performing, you are not only a belly dancer, global caravan, although you've studied many styles, you're also a yogini.
Yeah.
And studying these phases of women's work, what has inspired you to do that?
I found it very interesting, and then I wish while I was reading books, etc., I was saying, "Damn, I wish I knew that a long time ago."
Yeah.
I would understand so much more about why in certain moments of the month I feel like this. So we can't deny that women are really we are into cycles all the time. And I'm not only talking about the moon cycle, but really we are cyclic in some way. And so studying all this has opened to me a lot of possibilities, especially because now I'm in a phase of my life, I'm in the phase of the wild woman. And this is a moment in my life where, of course, the body can't do, or I don't want to push my body anymore to do the things that I maybe was able to do when I was younger.
Mhm.
It's a nice way to see how this transformation is natural, is normal, and it's a nice way to honor this passage in my life, learning to listen to myself, and seeing that I can be an example to other women that are going through the same phase, because I want to still dancing, I still want to do yoga, but of course I have to do it in a different way now.
Right.
So I'm treating myself with so much more love, with so much more self-care. And this stuff doesn't come also to I mean, I've been doing thousands of trainings of hours with you, the masterminds, etc. And the self-care is such a central point in what we do. So working with the feminine archetypes also in global caravan dance, I just really wanted to send this message that we change. We women, we are not the same all the time. So there are moments during our life that we have a high energy, that we are really high in what
Right.
we do.
Oh, yeah.
And other moments where we are more open and we really are more caring, like moms. And other moments that we are like, leave me alone. I just want to be one.
And to honor each of those phases, right? Yeah. Yeah.
And so it was really interesting, and it was very very nice to try to work with the different combos, also because our GC repertoire is so big and it's so wide. We have so many options of moves. I'm gonna use a prop for the first part. I'm gonna use a little bit of veil work more tribal, like our style. And I think it's really because it gives this idea of lightness, of playfulness that I wanted to give to this idea of the maiden, the young woman that enters in life with this freshness, with this like innocence. There is a little bit of innocence, but also a little bit of cheekiness, let's say. So this was
Love that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
so,
So the phases that we women go through, and
yeah.
as creatives, as artists, as dancers, as women, right? So good. So good. So Cinzia, what is, with this idea of the gathering, and of course it's virtual, it's 5 days. What do you see the purpose or the outcome of this gathering?
I think it's a very good opportunity, first of all, to be us all together, the master teachers. I've been wanting to see all these women in person, and in the last years it was so difficult to travel. So I think it's a very good opportunity. It's the first time that we do this as GC worldwide. And I think this is the nice and good and positive heritage that we have from the pandemic, that the possibility to work with other dancers that are the opposite side of the world, different time zone.
Yeah.
So I think is going to be a very good opportunity. I don't know, the students from Nina in Australia maybe have the chance to see some work from, I don't know, Misha or from me or from Deirdre. I
Yes,
mean,
absolutely. I mean, that's so exciting. It's so exciting. And some people say, "Oh, I'm so sick of Zoom," and I'm like, "Oh no, oh no, this is like these amazing opportunities."
it's different. It's different Zoom because these are video that are pre-recorded, so the quality of what is done is a little bit better.
Right,
There
and
would,
you get to take it and you have it, and you get to take it
yeah,
home, and you get to replay it over and over again. It's yours to keep, which is also really amazing. Even though we can't meet in person, we still have these live chats that we're going to have.
I'm really looking forward to have also to see what my other fellow dancers have done. Is going to be also an enriching opportunity for me, because I always like to see other dancers, the way that they use our step, our format.
Yes.
I'm very proud of being a master leader of GC, and to see how a very not a very few days ago I met very old friends from belly dance from old times, and it was really nice because after I said, okay, I have to go and see things that I've done in the past, and it was so amazing. So I see the evolution has been, and I love it. So it's going to be very, very beautiful for me to see the other dancers, what they have done. And I'm sure
that's
there will be
really, it's an important thing to talk about, because for those of you who've studied this style, there's a root, right? There's a structure, there's a root. And the idea is that you learn all the basic language. It's just like learning how to paint, right? It's learning how to play guitar, or you have a root where then you can expand and create, and it can still be part of the picture. It can still be part of the whole, because it's still all based on the root. And what my role in all of this is to not only train you as the master teacher, as the master leader, to be able to teach the basics, the structure, the format, the ideology, the philosophy, the lifestyle, but to show what you bring to this.
And this is the reason why, and you know this because I've told you since the very beginning, it's the love that are the possibility that I had to be me.
Yes.
The format. So this is so important because I think that when you see a GC dancer, you can really recognize that that's GC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very glad because when I go, I was like very recently in this festival in England, and it was like a belly dance, not a specific tribal event. But I was very happy because my workshop was jump into GC.
Mm-hmm.
And had all these belly dancers, Oriental dancers that have never done anything like this, and I really wanted them to see what it means to go tribal. So to dance together, the concept of being really one soul and many bodies that are dancing together, and they really.
Yes. One soul and many bodies. That's beautiful.
I love it, and the famous collective soul. So it was really interesting, and I could really, they could really see what it means. I said, one thing is dancing choreography, which is okay when your teacher teaches you, but when you learn how to improvise, is really being with the other people, because it's an interconnection. You have to be with the leader, you have to follow the leader, and the leader has to take care of the followers. And this was so powerful that they loved it. So this is I don't know, it's now that I've just moved in another place, and I have very beginner dancers, and they are starting from zero, and I'm giving them the imprinting of the GC.
You're giving them the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's so beautiful.
beautiful.
It's so beautiful. And, you know, it just makes me so excited and so proud and so delighted that we are actually being able to bring this whole gathering to you, this format. It's the first time we've ever done this. So, you know, there may be a few snafus in there, but we're learning. But, you know, it's just to continue the journey.
Yeah.
All of us are on our own individual paths, right? We all have our own personal reasons, our own personal visions, our own personal desires. And then to connect with each other. It's magic.
Yeah.
It's making magic, and it's making the world a better place. It's making us a better person. It's making us an artist of integrity, of well-being, of healthy living. I mean, it's a lifestyle, right? We talk about all this all the time. It's not just the dance, it's about the connection, and it's about the lifestyle. And to have this beautiful opportunity to bring everyone together, but to see each person's individual projections and individual offerings is also very powerful. To know that you as a creative woman have these opportunities for growth, for expanding your own heart and soul, your own horizons, whether it's dance or painting or writing or cooking or whatever, right?
You know, it's very important what I learned about the lifestyle. This has been the big change when I learned what it means to be like, to have this vision of connection, of sharing, of being together, being part of a whole, and you're a little part of this whole, and you are so important of it is not just about yourself. So the philosophy at the base of this is very powerful, and I love it. I mean, look where we live now, the world we live today, and if people thought how much every single part is important to the whole. Probably a lot of things, bad things wouldn't happen. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm very, very, very happy and excited for this gathering, and I will be online for 5 days practically.
I know, right? I know.
Honestly, everything, and yes, so
And for those of you who aren't familiar with the idea, is that we are having pre-recorded workshops. So you're going to get a couple of workshops every day for 5 days that you get to download and keep, which is awesome. We're going to have live chats, so you get to meet each other. We're going to have a private group page where you can meet each other. We have opening ceremony, we have closing ceremony, we have some crafts, we have workouts and warm-ups every day. And you know, it's for everybody, it's for all levels. Even if you've never done this, it will be an experience. It comes from our heart and soul. It comes from our body. It comes from the idea of integrity and creation. And then we are all beautiful, creative people. And then we're all here to share.
Yeah, I think also the good thing is that really people can have access to this material for a very long time, so they can really use it and watch it many, many, many times. So I think it's beautiful, and I can't wait to enter in the houses of other GC dancers.
Sweet. So Cinzia, thank you for spending time with me and with us today and sharing some of your story and some of your passions and visions.
Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
And thank you again for this opportunity.
And so for those of you out in Heart and Hustle land and in Global Caravan land and wherever you are in the world, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. I am Paulette Rees-Denis. I am your tribal hostess, your magic maker and movement motivator. And it's just a pure delight to be able to share with you these creators from around the world. So thank you, Cinzia. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Meet again.
Bye.